But first, let's talk about heel and toe and setting up your pedals so that you can do heel and toe shifting neatly and efficiently. This pedal box here in my car, my S2, it's not standard. It's a legacy of when the car was raced many years ago by a previous owner. So I've made these pedals here, and this one here is the typical Paddy Hopkirk style of pedal, throttle pedal, and the brake pedals, of course, are just narrow, and they've got nice little grips on them, and they do not slip at all, which is important. Now, another thing when you're heeling and towing is that the setup of the pedals. Now, both the clutch and the brake, I can unscrew these to bring the pedal out this way, or I can screw it in to push it in further. Even the throttle pedal has got little distance plates underneath it, so I can bring the throttle pedal out this way a little bit more, or I can put it back closer to the plate. You might think that's a bit odd, but it's not really, because I've adjusted these so that it's perfect for when I want to do heel and toe. And just to demonstrate, it's very important. I've got a hammer in my hand here, so I'm not about to whack anything. Just demonstrating by pushing the brake pedal. So you might see that the edge of the hammer is right here on the same plane. I can push a bit harder, go down a bit further, but the pedal, the brake pedal, is on the same plane at braking point, like when you're applying the brakes, and that makes it very easy to actually do the heel and toe, like flipping the throttle while you're braking and shifting gears. So I'll demonstrate this in a little bit more further on with the video, but it was important through the setup of the pedals. So this system works really well. I've got it set up to suit me. It may not suit anybody else, but the important thing is to have the correct shoes on, or driving boots when you're driving. I once read an article about a journo who was driving a Lotus car, and he complained bitterly that the pedals were too close together because he had clodhopper shoes on, shoes that were too wide to operate the pedals correctly. So more fool him. I always wear narrow-soled shoes. My feet are not big, and it works brilliantly on this. So I'll just go for a little bit of drive, and we can actually go through the process of doing this famous heel and toe shifting. So following on from our previous discussion about heel and toe, now we'll go through the demonstrations of how we do it. I'm not attempting to how anybody else does it, but this might be a bit peculiar to Lotus Elan, and how we have it all set up. Going back to third gear, we don't need to heel and toe, but now we're going back to second. Back to first. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed that little demonstration, the heel and toe, and I find it a great driving technique. I do it all the time, have done since I was about 18 with my little sports car, or MGA, and yeah, it's just a great technique to practice, and a great technique to use when you're driving, whether you're road driving or on a track or whatever. So thanks for watching.